attitude, wrote something on a clipboard hanging on the wall, and walked out of the room. Mark sat in the chair for a few minutes looking around. He wished he'd brought something to read. He stood up and walked over to the clipboard to see what she'd written. Her handwriting looked like a doctor's. "Sheesh, Lisa," he whispered to himself, "your writing is worse than mine." He looked at the top line on the chart. Someone with good handwriting had written the labels. Date, time, patient, reason seen, and attending were written across the first line. His entry was about 2/3 down. He tried to make out Lisa's hen scratches. He could make out the date, time, and his first initial and last. But what she wrote on the other two columns was indistinguishable from children scribbling to him. He looked up at the chart. Doc Vasquez's writing wasn't that good either, but at least Mark could make it out. He looked at some of the other entries Lisa had made to see if he could find some similarities to what was written on his line. He saw nothing similar as he ran down the reason seen column. Some he could make out, but most were Greek to him. Halfway down the page, one of the entries he could read said, "Preg test." He wondered who in the neighborhood might be pregnant. He knew he shouldn't look, but he couldn't help himself. When he saw the name, his anger exploded. In fact, if the anger he'd felt in the cornfield this morning was a firecracker, the fury he felt now was an atomic bomb. The name read S. Turner. He stomped out of the clinic with the clipboard under his arm. With a burning single focus, he made his way home, each step increasing his anger exponentially. When he burst through the door, he bellowed like a mad elephant. "Samantha!" he screamed. Jess came running into the entryway, wiping her hands on a towel. "She's on the back porch with the boys. What's the matter?" she asked worriedly. Mark was so angry he couldn't find the words to express himself. Finally, he took the clipboard out from under his arm and pointed to the line that had upset him so. "Did you know about this?" he demanded. She looked quickly at the chart. "Of course." His anger doubled. "And when were you going to tell me?" She was now starting to get upset. "Well, I've been trying to find time to tell you about it, but you're always too busy." "Was the test positive?" "Yes." His fury rocketed off the charts. However, he was no longer yelling. "I'll kill that boy," he spewed through his clenched teeth. "Who?" she asked. He couldn't believe she'd played dumb with him about this. His mind whirled so fast he couldn't focus, and the room seemed to spin. That boy, Alex. Why?" He couldn't believe she was so stupid. How could she not know? "For getting my baby pregnant," he roared so loud that it made him lightheaded. "Have you lost your mind?" She was laughing now. "He didn't get me pregnant, you idiot," she rebuked him. "You did." Mark had a strange feeling. His legs felt like rubber. The walls were closing in on him. He wondered briefly why he was looking up at the now useless chandelier. Then everything went black.